Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rachelle and I am doing a reading for Earth signs. Earth signs in all placements, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm going to start with some prosperity dust, of course. Yeah, I'm just going to see what comes out. Let's start with a couple angel cards. Love. We have an angel covered in hearts. Not completely covered, but yeah, there's a lot of them. Love. I love to see that. I love love. Healing. Wait, what am I looking at? Angels. Oh, there's an angel bandaging up another angel's head. That's not familiar. I don't know if I've ever picked this card before. I picked other cards that say healing. Huh. Love and healing. Okay. Let me go to Wisdom of the Oracle. What's going on for Earth signs? Time to go. 45. What's happening here? Unfinished Symphony in reverse, number 10. Fork in the road, 13. Lucky number 13. Okay. Well, yeah, it is time to go, but first you must tie up a loose end or some loose ends. Finish up what you're doing, and it could be that going is the choice point. There's with the fork in the road. There's a choice. There's a decision. Ooh, my words. Decision that you need to make about what direction to go in. You could have multiple directions here. You could have one direction that is new and different. So this is kind of, yeah, cleaning things up before you go. Huh. Okay. Let me go over to the Osho Zen Tarot. That was a strange shuffle. Let's try that again. There we go. The burden. 6 of clouds. It's interesting because these are coming out in reverse, and I'm trying to decide if I should read them reverse or not. I normally don't. We'll see. 3 isolation, 3 of clouds. Understanding. Knight of water. I'm just gonna read these upright. Oops. Oh, okay. This one popped off the top. Stress. 7 of fire. It's kind of a side note. You've had some kind of burden that you've been carrying. Could be somebody calling the shots, dictating what you do, how you do it, and what amount of time you do it in. And there's some kind of pain that's come from this situation. This feels like it's time to go, because you've been you've been feeling sad, upset. Here you go. We have the hot tears coming down, otherwise completely iced up. Feeling stuck, trapped, sorrowful, exhausted, and you realize you've been in this cage. Somehow you are led to the door of the cage, because you're being called. You're being called to fly. You're not meant to be on the ground carrying someone else or carrying a situation, whatever the situation is. You are meant to go fly free without the burden. That's what this is all about, because there's a lot of stress here. And something is really precarious. And you may not even realize how precarious it is. There's a lot going on. You have a lot of plate spinning. A lot has been put on your plate. Meanwhile, we see the little monkey down here wanting to pop this bubble, or about to. So whether intentionally or not, there's a situation that is about to... it's like the rug being pulled out from under you. And the stress itself isn't good anyway. And here, maybe this is the choice. Do you stay in your cage, which is not a gilded cage? It's quite hectic and crazy. Or do you go? Clash said it best. Should I stay or should I go? Feeling like it's time to go. Okay, so let me see what the tea leaf cards have to say about this. Or anything else for that matter. We're just getting whatever messages want to come through. Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Look at that person on this one on this one's back. That looks pretty stubborn and aggressive to me. Fair woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. We could say woman. We could also say feminine. Because we all have feminine. We all have masculine. It could be a stubborn, aggressive woman, fair woman here. Or you could identify as this fair woman dealing with an aggressive person. Happiness and well-being. Yeah. Either your happiness and well-being are becoming your focal point in what decision to make. I think no matter what, that is true. I'm just not sure if the fair woman is your key to that happiness and well-being, or if that moving away from that fair feminine, I'll say fair feminine, is the stubborn, aggressive person that you're leaving in order to pursue your happiness and well-being. Ugh, trouble using my words today. I'm a little tired, so could be why. Okay. So let me go to my Oracle Tarot. I see very clearly that you've been in a difficult situation. And you have a chance to get your freedom. You're gaining this understanding to move towards your happiness and well-being. Put down your burden, 10 of Wands. Yeah. Time to go. Put down your burdens. Put down the burdens. Put down the stress. Put down the burden. I mean, we literally have burden here. Put down the burden. Wisdom of experience, 6 of Wands. Because once you put down that burden, then you get to fly free. You have a way out. You've learned a lot, and there's a celebration here. She's blowing out the candles. You've gained a lot of wisdom from this situation. 9 of Swords, stress and anxiety. We have stress again. Is this that you gaining wisdom from stress and anxiety? Or is this stress and anxiety coming on the tail of, I don't know, putting down your burden? Or that's a part of it, is you're like, oh, but I made a vow, but I signed a contract, but I said I would. Yeah, there's mixed feelings here. Stress and anxiety because of a stubborn person. No. Yeah, let's see. I'm getting these different messages. Okay, so let's see. Why are you feeling this stress and anxiety? I'm gonna use my my Lightseers Tarot. Why the stress and anxiety? Knight of Cups in reverse. King of Cups. Death. Scorpio. We actually have all water signs here. Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces. Primarily Scorpio, honestly. King of Cups is usually Scorpio for me. We do have this Knight as well. And the Knight is, I'm not sure. Pisces maybe? I don't know. It don't matter. It's just energy anyway. Here's your wisdom of experience. Okay, so this is your burden, Knight of Cups. This could be who you're dealing with. This could be this stubborn, aggressive person. It's someone who is not reliable, who you can't count on. Someone who is they could be emotionally unstable, or they could be emotionally detached. Their emotional intelligence is not very high. And I think this is you. Here you are, this King of Cups. Either in the face of this, it's helped you to level up, or you're already kind of in this very emotionally balanced place. You know yourself. You have a handle on your emotions. And the more you see someone, kind of out of control emotionally, or they have no idea what their emotional state is, or if that's even a thing, and you're like, okay, I'm really good. I'm really at peace here. And I don't need to explain my feelings. I just know that it's time to go. It's time to end this. But, we're talking about the stress and anxiety. So this could be where this stress and anxiety has to do with the burden, with the difficult situation, with somebody in charge who is, they're lower than you. And I don't mean that like they're not as good as you. They don't get it the way you get it. It's not a match. And so as you rise, you're like, oh, I'm not in alignment. I'm not in an energetic alignment with this person or the situation. Um, and so there's this, you're transforming. You're gaining an understanding. You're gaining your freedom. So that stress and anxiety is, it's good because it's really making things very clear. Like, you can't ignore this anymore. It's all too much. And you're just realizing, like, oh my God, this is not a way to live. You may have had a lot of tears around the situation. Certainly just exhaustion and way too much cortisol flowing through your blood. And so, yeah. It's like you've had to learn how to find your peace in a situation. And this guy here, there's a singing bowl. He's playing the singing bowl. So you could be getting into sound healing, or that's what you are doing to help yourself elevate or rise. Okay, so what's coming next? Or what are we... I'm curious about this death and rebirth. I'm going to use the guides of the hidden realms. What this transformation, this death and rebirth is all about. Like, it feels... So it's part of the wisdom of the experience. It's you saying, whoa, we got a little kitty confirmation. Kitty and Charlie confirmation. Time to go. Time to go, and you're doing it. So, yeah, what's this death rebirth? What's that about? The true source of power. Divine will, integrity, and power versus force. Yeah, number 18. And this is the one where the dragon is coming out of the left side of the head. The left side is the feminine. You are discovering your true source of power, which is not power versus force. You have been dealing with a situation where somehow something has been forced upon you. Someone is using their authority over you, against you, whatever, or the situation at large is like that. And you have dealt with something where people have not been in integrity in how they have dealt with things. And so now you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to act that way. I want to be in alignment with divine will here. You're like, I want to be in alignment with my environment, with myself, with those around me. And it's like that kind of feels like what this unfinished symphony is about. This is a part of tying up the loose ends, is you're like coming into alignment with yourself so that you can make the correct choices as you move forward. That's a part of that death and rebirth. And then we have Zenith at the peak. Victory, achievement, tangible abundance, number 2. Yep. That's what's happening here. Oh, and it just occurred to me too that this death rebirth, number 13, fork in the road, is also number 13. So here is your fork in the road. You get to choose. Maybe that you transform, how you transform. But no matter what, there's victory, achievement, and tangible abundance here because of you stepping into your power. The sovereignty of magic, synchronicities, miracles, and spiritual forces, number 5. Divine will, spiritual forces. Yeah. This is you overcoming your stress and anxiety. This is you leaning into the magic. Because when you're in alignment with that divine will, with those spiritual forces, everything can feel very magical. And I talk about magic in the form of what I call real world magic. So, you know, it's the synchronicities, the serendipitous events, everything lining up just perfectly. It's like, you know, it feels special and exciting, and everybody experience. Well, I can't say everybody. Most people experience it to some level or another. A lot of people will just shrug it off, but this is you being like, there's meaning behind that. There's the way things are lining up. I can't ignore that. And in fact, I'm going to let that guide me on my journey. With this fork in the road here, right? Yeah. You've got really, really good things on the other side of this door. Because in the distance here, there's a door. So you're choosing the right path. You're choosing the path that feels right for you. That's in alignment. That is in line with who you are. Alignment. Okay, so I want to know more about, let's see if we can find out about this path. This victory and abundance. I don't know if this is the right deck. We will see. This is the Moonology deck. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Yeah. You're putting down the burden. Conclusions are within reach. Yep, there they are. Full moon in Cancer, full moon eclipse. And meditate and contemplate. Yeah, this is that period of time where you just, something closes out and then you just allow yourself to rest. It's like, you know, with the death and rebirth. It's like, you know, the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis, or the moth coming out of the cocoon. Yes, they're different. I don't know, I might have talked about this before, but I looked it up, and moths actually always come out of a cocoon. Butterflies primarily come out of a chrysalis. And they are different, made of different stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I mean, it kind of is. Ultimately, this is about that time where it's like you need to strengthen those wings before you can fly. Yeah, okay. So, I want to know... Wait, what am I doing? You know what? I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to take this over to the extended. Because I feel like we have a really solid narrative here. And it keeps coming out. Drop the burden. Conclusions are within reach. Personal issue reaches resolution. Like there's a closing out and then there's a rebirth. So in the extended, I'm going to explore this rebirth a lot more. But, you know, we have this love and healing. This is what's driving the whole narrative, the whole story. It's like loving yourself. If you love yourself, then you won't allow this anymore. And you're healing. You are healing from the difficulties, from the pain, from the exhaustion, the stress, the burdens. Yeah. And then, you know, once you're done, once you're healed, then sky's the limit. So anyway, leaving it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.